Okay. Best advice to give to a young poet is, go out for a relaxing walk in the city with no headphones on. Have a terrible day and then write about it. Melancholia and wrath are prerequisites. It's personal torment that fueled Plath, though sure, we can argue about the overall benefits. Practice your poetic voice. You know, the one that sounds like you're narrating at a funeral. We all do it. Everybody loves it. Write about you, the axis around which all turns. Start every line of every poem with I. It's a cheap trick to connect you with your audience when you don't yet know how to write. And it's not narcissism, it's authenticity, it's vulnerability. For example, I love a goth aesthetic. But the closest I've ever come to vampirism was when I bit Sequeen's plump arm in biolab. I asked her first in my defense. I couldn't believe she said yes, then we got in trouble. When you perform, snap your fingers. At least you're appreciating your own genius. Write about nature as if you've invented it. You are the moss. You are that blossoming flower. Wordsworth saw in nature the divine, longing for the pre-industrialized. Whitman found in leaves of grass the multitudinous self. Gluck saw a psychological mirror. So sorry to break it to you, but you're already in good company. Pick up smoking. If you're lucky, a published poet may come to speak with you, like Sexton, Bukowski, Ginsberg, our chain-smoking greatest, if only to ask for a light. Best advice to give to a young poet is, learn how to count out the syllables to avoid accusations of being a dumbass for writing only in free verse. And then act like you're about to cry, even if your poem is all about syllables. Wear something dramatic, like a lacy dress, or a cape, or a clown's costume, or a wild hairdo. Something that screams, hey, look at me, look at what I'm doing. Be ceremonious. Start by dumping buckets of soil on stage and burying your bare feet in it. Or throw nail clippings into your audience like confetti. Best advice to give to a young poet is, yell large sections of your poem.
It doesn't matter what your poem is actually about. When you scream, it sounds like you're upset about something profound. And no one really knows if you're a revolutionary or a fascist.
Perform with passion. Oh, tiny crescents of my mortality. Oh, fragility of existence. Oh, pain of abandonment. When you're passionate, people don't quite process what you're saying. Give us a story, something true, that would be difficult to invent, like, I've been hoarding nail clippings for years in jars. There, right from the onset, I'm gripped. Break the fourth wall. You know, that imaginary wall between performers and audience. Mid-poem, point at someone in the audience and say, this is okay? We'll keep on going. Introduce your poem like a folk singer at an open mic night. This is about a time, a terrible time, when I found out that my cat King Arthur was really a queen. It's called Suddenly All the Sass Made Sense. Write about the sea. Of course, the wine a dark sea, Odyssean sea, the unharvested. Yet another poem where waves whisper profundities. Write about it. Cigarette butts and poop dumped from cruise ships into the Mediterranean blue and refugee corpses. Repeat, repeat, repeat yourself for cadence. There, you're musical. Best advice to give to a young poet is, write about where you come from. It's dust storms in May. It's wildfires in June. It's water cuts in July. It's power cuts in August. It's heat waves in September and the exposure of Al Jazeera. Flash floods in October. Mosquitoes in November. It's bumper-to-bumper traffic in December. Tissue box season in January, and water wastage from grave neglect. Don't forget the potholes in February, the pollen wreckage on sinuses in March, and the UN peacekeeping force still effective today. More flies in April than you can shake a 300 euro traffic ticket at, and the Annan Plan referendum. One farcical calamity after another, and all year round stray cats who judge harder than my damn blood relatives. Best advice to give to a young poet is, write against the American agreement that everything is great and everyone is fine. Cypriots know better. History is a broken record. Every leader overfeeds his immediate family. Every step toward progress rips out tree witnesses to our punk rock adolescence, turning our freedom square into a spaceship, flickering lone into the grand universe. Disillusion piles like the recyclables that wait for pickup in our streets, out of which 50% end in landfills. Trust nothing, not systems, not saviors. Our life's a B-movie, and duct tape's holding up the set. Best advice to give to a young poet is, don't bother writing the poem that will save humanity. Write about the time you puked all over your crush in 10th grade. Write about the time you officially landed the Pukey Girl Forever nickname. Write about the time you ate your sandwiches in a bathroom stall. Write about the time you peed yourself waiting for someone to open the front door. Write about the time you cut your lip Joker style on a double-crusted pita. Write about the time you fractured your foot in not one but two places bouncing to smack my bitch up. Write about the time you popped a Valium right before and you couldn't perform at the piano recital. Write about the time you adopted a stray suicidal from your therapist's office. Write about the time you got called a charlua and had no idea what that was. Admittedly, if they wanted to be precise, they should have called you a Bilisa because you are an Anglophone Cypriot with an American accent. Right about the time the back of your dress got wedged so deep into your pantyhose that you paraded your butt cheeks for God knows how long in public. Own it, welcome it, and all shame be gone. Best advice to give to young poet is have feelings, have lots of feelings. Lots and lots and lots of feelings, a bank vault full of feelings, because as a poet, you'll never have money. Have value on the spreadsheets, be profitable for your company, or else expect doom from a chicken shit boss who fires you sitting 500 meters away, then the Zoom call ends and you disappear. They'll publish the Instapoet influencer. They'll give the fellowship to the president's friend. They'll ask for translations of poems, of course, for free, because you are a young writer just starting. They won't even reply from the residency. They'll offer the teaching to someone who has far more online skills than you. They'll grant the funding only to works in Turkish or Greek, because Greek and Turkish are our only official languages, and last I heard, Cyprus was no British colony. Best advice to give to a young poet is, don't write for the cocktail party invitations, awards, and championships. Do write the poem that will set you free. Get up. Do it for you.